I am pleased to introduce our next presenter, who is Peter K. Mendy. Peter is a colleague, a co-worker, and also a brother. Peter has been working with the Department of Fisheries since 2013, and he is working under the R&D unit, that is the Research and Development Unit. Peter is currently pursuing his first degree at the University of the Gambia, where he is majoring in biology and also minor in social sciences. At professional level, Peter have undergone series of training both at national and international level. Some of the trainings Peter have undergone is fish inspection, which was done in the Gambia. He also undergone food hygiene training, which was also local. Peter have also undergone MCS observer training, that is the monitoring, control, and surveillance unit. They are responsible for policing our waters. Peter have undergone a training with that unit too. Peter have undergone fish culture development, that is international, and that was in 2013 in Egypt, which was, of course, a 3-month program. Peter have also undergone taxonomy training, that is fish species identification, which was in Dakar around the same year. His skills and specialization at work include data management, that is from data collection, data cleaning to data processing. Peter also has strong skills in fish inspection and fish and fisheries product inspection. We have a special unit that is responsible for doing that. This is like if a fish is to be exported, it needs to undergo through certain formalities to make sure it meets the international standards before it can leave the country. So Peter can also do that. Peter also works actively with research, and he's been doing various research initiatives both at local and international level. He has been conducting the most notable one is the EFS of Niacin, which is international. Peter has been working with them for several times, and he's been flying our waters from the Gambia down to Spain, which we've conducted not only once. Yeah, he can also do marine sampling, and there are so many other things I can say about Peter because we work together. But due to time, I will stop here and kindly welcome Peter on board to go on with his presentation.
Thank you. Thank you for the brilliant introduction, Juma. Good afternoon, everybody. I will want to take you through my project. The project is about what we have been doing during the course of the training. The first activity that we learned was with the application of GWM, that is Global Mangrove Watch platform. So in using this platform, you click find location to find Gambia. Assessing the first activity was assessing national and local mangrove status, loss, and restoration opportunities in the Gambia using Global Mangrove Watch. So now we are going to start with the extent of mangrove in the Gambia. So based on the data that was analyzed by the Global Mangrove Watch, it is about 609.7 kilometers square in 2020. And looking at the change in the year 1996 to 2020, there is a loss in the year, there's a drastic loss in the year 2010 to 2016. That is from here to this point. And also from 2019 to 2020, there was also a drastic loss at that during these periods. And there's also a recovery again from 2009 to 2018. The main factors that contributes to the loss is said to be erosion, which is the main cause of the loss, which is about 76.39%. And then also some disturbance, like episodic disturbances, that is about 2.9%. So the recent mangrove loss alert since 2020, according to the data, is 185 from December 2020 to November 2024. And this happened mainly around March 2021 with 79%. So some of the areas that experience this drastic loss is, according to the information I got, is around Banjul and also around LRR, which is said to be the dry port that has been constructed at the Banjul area. And this other point, which is this, is the OMVG electrical cable. The total carbon stock in the Gambia mangrove is recorded to be around 58 megatons carbon dioxide, and 5 of which is above the ground, and 53 in the soil above 1 meter. Mangrove impact in carbon sequestration. Mangrove stock 6 to 8 tons of carbon dioxide per hectare per year. And the total storage is about 900 to 1,100 tons carbon dioxide per hectare. That is what the soil store and what the mangrove also store. In total is 900 to 1,100 tons. Mainly, more importantly, it mitigates the effect of climate change. Mangroves compared to other ecosystems, it stocks more carbon dioxide than other terrestrial trees, because above the ground it stores about 40%, and in the soil it stores about 60%. And it stores carbon more than other terrestrial plants, about 5%. The biomass and high distribution of mangroves in the Gambia. The biomass is 54.505 tons per hectare in 2020. And then the height distribution is more than 50% is between 5 to 10 meters. That is around, this tall trees is seen around LRR, West Coast, and North Bank region. The ecological importance of these areas are the ability of mangroves to stock a lot of carbon, and it also mitigates the effect of climate change. The restoration potential in the Gambia. The index is about 70% likelihood of restoration success. The areas that cannot be restorable is as a result of maybe developments. Example, fish culture development, or like those areas where we saw the dry pots and the electrical pots. Those areas cannot be restorable. The fisheries pressures, you can see from Banjul, BCC, NBR, and then around Carton, is indicating that activities of fishing activities has been carried out all year round. It's due to the fact that there are so many fishing activities, including fishing, oyster collection, cockle collection, and so many activities. So, and due to the weakness of the management, so this fishing is not controlled. There is no closure for a specific period where they can have rest period. So the data is perfect to say that this fishing has been carried out all year round. So another focus area which I was looking at was the Tambi wetland. So the extent of mangroves in this area is about 44.20 kilometers in 2020. This is another area where around the Tambi where mangroves are experienced to be lost due to this development of the dry pot at the area. So recent alerts of mangrove at the Tambi is 1.27 kilometers between 1996 and 2020. Mangrove biomass and canopy height distribution at Tambi. The biomass of this selected site of Tambi is 22.6 tons per hectare in 2020, and more than 70% are between 5. The height of these mangroves is between is more than 75% between 5 meters to 10 meters. So in this activity, we are asked to describe the interaction of the ecosystem, the sunlight, with the objects on Earth, and also the remote sensing device up there. You can see in the universe, atmosphere there, you'll see the incidental solar radiation, which is from the sun. And underneath the Earth, you see some bodies that interact with the radiation from the sun. When the sun hits these bodies, they absorb some lights and reflect other lights, which the optical remote sensing utilize to analyze information with. So we are also asked why we see plants as green. It's because plants, when absorbs light from the sun, they absorb red, blue, and reflect the green color, and also reflect the white color, which is infrared. But the green one is within the visible, which we can see. So, and that is why we see plants appear as green. So, how do we use the graph of the spectral signatures? Is that we put the y-axis as the reflectance, which is at the percentage area, and then x-axis as wavelength, this way. So we also use the NDVI formula to calculate the health of of green vegetation. So the formula is near infrared minus red over near infrared minus plus red. That is the formula we use to determine the healthy green vegetation. So it is good to note that when the value is close to 1, it indicates that the vegetation is healthy. But when it is low or negative, NDVI values, it suggests that it is bare soil or the vegetation is unhealthy or dead. So the question is asking why we use NDVI to detect healthy vegetation. It is simple and powerful way to measure plant health from satellite. That is why we use it. And it uses red to absorb and near infrared to strongly reflect by healthy vegetation, to calculate an index that indicates